Supreme Overlord Zrenkol leaned back on his throne, surrounded by shimmering holograms of Earth. His 6 eyes blinked in unison, a gesture signaling supreme confidence. "General Zill," he rumbled, his mandibles clicking with purpose, "Earth is weak. Its inhabitants argue over food preferences, watch moving pictures about anthropomorphic rodents, and willingly inhale toxic plants for recreation. They'll be ours by sundown." General Zill saluted, his bioluminescent armor flashing approval. "By sundown? Overkill, my lord. We'll subjugate them by brunch." Little did they know, the humans were already gearing up to disappoint them in ways they couldn't fathom. The first wave of archon invaders descended upon New York City. Towering aliens, their biomechanical armor glowing with an eerie green light, stood in the middle of Times Square, weapons raised. Their battle cry echoed, a terrifying guttural howl designed to paralyze any enemy with fear. New Yorkers didn't even look up from their phones. A hot dog vendor, taking one look at the plasma rifles, muttered, "Oh, great, another Comic-Con stunt," before resuming his sale of overpriced sausages. Tourists snapped selfies. One TikToker started live streaming with the caption, "New alien filter just dropped. First contact, slay." Undeterred, the archons fired a warning shot, obliterating an LED billboard advertising the Real Housewives of Mars. This caught someone's attention. A man in a Yankees cap turned, glaring. "Hey, that's the season finale next week." A teenager chimed in, "Bro, you better not touch Rick and Morty or it's over for you." The archons hesitated, confused. These humans didn't seem scared. One alien soldier whispered to another, "Are they mad about moving pictures?" When the plasma blast didn't elicit submission, General Zill ordered his troops to seize government buildings. The first target? A DMV in Los Angeles. The archons stormed inside, demanding total surrender. The clerk at the counter didn't even look up from her screen. "Take a number," she drawled, smacking gum. "And fill out this form." Zill blinked, his mandibles twitching. "We are conquerors. Bow before us." The clerk rolled her eyes. "If you don't have Form 92C, I can't help you. Next." Zill grabbed the form, staring at it in bewilderment. "What is this language?" "English," she replied. "If you don't understand it, there's a Spanish version, but that line's longer." This pattern repeated across the country. In Washington, D.C., archon soldiers were trapped in gridlock on the Beltway. In Silicon Valley, they accidentally got recruited as interns at a tech startup. Their leader, thrilled by their appearance, exclaimed, "Great cosplay! Can you code?" By the second wave, humanity was ready. Not with weapons, but with memes. Social media exploded. Videos of archons struggling with Starbucks orders went viral. "Do you want almond milk, oat milk, or soy?" Twitter threads mocked their shiny armor. "You came all the way here to enslave us and didn't even bring snacks? 0/10 invasion." The aliens who relied on a centralized hive mind began to feel the cracks. They couldn't filter out the endless bombardment of sarcastic comments. An alien soldier, tasked with conquering Facebook headquarters, reported back, "We've infiltrated their networks, my lord, but there's a lot of pictures of cats, and something called a minion. I don't understand the humor." A human hacker broke into their internal communications, and replaced their commands with clips from The Office. General Zile found himself accidentally quoting Michael Scott mid-battle. Archon strategists pivoted to a new plan, dismantling Earth's political systems, but they didn't account for, well, Earth's political systems. They attempted to bribe Congress. It worked for 5 minutes. Then half of Congress demanded more money, while the other half argued over whether Archons could vote in the next election. In Europe, Archon soldiers were sent to conquer France. They promptly surrendered to the wine and cheese. Meanwhile, their delegation to the United Nations ended in chaos when every representative used the opportunity to give a speech about unrelated grievances. "Why do they spend hours debating?" Zil asked, exasperated. "They call it diplomacy," an aide replied. By now, the hive mind was unraveling. Humans had infiltrated it, not through skill or cunning, but through sheer force of apathy. The Archons found themselves paralyzed by existential crises. In one corner of their mothership, soldiers sat staring at their weapons. "Why are we even doing this?" one muttered. "Does galactic domination really bring happiness?" Others succumbed to Earth's cultural exports. An entire regiment abandoned their posts to binge-watch Breaking Bad. Another became obsessed with fast food, debating if Taco Bell was technically real food. General Zil, once the pride of the arcane military, was found muttering to himself in a corner, clutching a jar of Nutella. "Why does this taste like hope?" Back in the throne room, Overlord Zrenkol was a shadow of his former self. He stared blankly at a hologram of Earth, his mind buzzing with human thoughts. "What does live, laugh, love mean?" he whispered. When his aides reported the total collapse of the invasion force, Zrenkol didn't even care. "Fine, whatever. Just leave. Send them an email or something." "We don't have their email, my lord." "Then, I don't know. Tweet at them. Hashtag, we're sorry." The news of the Archon retreat barely made headlines. Most humans were too busy with their own dramas. Social media summarized the event with memes like, "Aliens came, saw, and couldn't even," and "First contact, humanity wins by default." Humanity, true to form, went right back to arguing over pineapple pizza, debating TikTok bans, and waiting for the next season of Stranger Things. And somewhere in the galaxy, Overlord Zrenkol stared at his reflection, a single tear rolling down his spiny cheek. He had learned the ultimate truth about humanity. We just don't care. The end.